If you feel victimized, hateful, or angrily superior to a certain group because you have a history, whether it was handed down to you as stories, beliefs, narratives, culture, religion, intergenerational trauma by those who experienced it, or maybe you grew up in a culture that openly hated and demonized certain kinds of people, or perhaps you personally had experiences with a specific gender, race, culture, religion, sexual orientation that made you feel unsafe, less than, unworthy, targeted, picked on, harassed, abused. Maybe you experienced trauma or something that felt like trauma. Some people don't like to identify with emotions related to victimhood, and if that applies to you, I encourage you to hold grace with the soft, vulnerable side of yourself while you listen to this audio. You have control of this experience, and you are safe to be with yourself right now. No one else can see inside of you. No one's judging you. No one can do anything to you. This moment is yours, and yours alone, to just be with yourself and your vulnerability and the part of yourself that needs to be seen and held. That part was usually formed as a child, or an adolescent, or a teen, whenever something traumatic or significant happened to us. Or perhaps it was formed by repeatedly hearing messaging around you. And that part's created by a response to someone or something else, which means it doesn't actually belong to us, unless we decide to take it on or keep it. What's underneath anger, hatred, outrage, disgust are other feelings that need to be seen, held, neutralized, and let go of, because they're not yours to hold on to anymore. And those are the feelings of shame, unworthiness, powerlessness, inferiority, fear. And there can be this unconscious fear that if you let your guard down or stop actively hating or pushing away this group or kind of person, that they will somehow exploit you, take advantage of you, or hurt you. It's important that you listen to this audio in its entirety in one sitting. And it's important that you do it somewhere you can be comfortable and able to process emotions if they come up for you. You may want to hit pause at certain points if you want to spend time allowing your emotions or something that comes up to be processed. And I encourage you, if you feel sticky, upset, resistant, angry, on the verge of tears, to just allow, to just take nice, deep breaths in through the nose, into the belly, holding it several seconds, and then out through the mouth slowly and holding it. And get in the habit of this being your breathing pattern at all times. It helps put your body into a calm state. It helps ground you. It helps you process sticky emotions and is supportive to your nervous system. So now we're going to take this old unuseful state that's attached to something in the past or attached to something that was told to you. But you're ready to let go of that now. Like giant stones pressing against you, your chest, your back, your head, your entire body, your heart, your stomach, your feet, keeping you stuck inside of the sensations that were created by something outside of you. Something that was taken on and has created a great weight that you've been dragging around with you everywhere you go. But these stones are not yours, and you can let them go today. We're going to look at them and allow them now, allow these stones, because when we stop resisting them, they have nothing to push against, they have nothing to support them, and they fall to the ground and shatter, turn to dust. And one by one, they fall. And you will feel lighter and freer, the way you're meant to feel, the way your soul is when it's in its authentic vibration and not carrying around the weight of other people's behaviors, beliefs. Whatever that is for you, it's done. It doesn't exist anymore because it already happened. It happened in the past. And if you're seeing potentials or possibilities of the same negative experience, you are actually forcing yourself to re-experience it and create new scenarios over and over and over without it being so. So you are victimizing yourself. And that's a hard nut to swallow. But if you are constantly thinking about it and feeling it, you are doing it to yourself. And when something outside of you in the world or someone in your life bothers you in a way that feels familiar to that old feeling, that triggers you, that activates you, that reaffirms this belief that you've been carrying around, this wound that you keep picking and won't allow to heal, then you begin to see attackers at every corner. You begin to feel unsafe in every moment. Your nervous system is in a state of fight or flight. You're not functioning optimally. You're not able to just be present and be happy and live the kind of life that you deserve, which is one that is meaningful and beautiful. Our mind can trick us into thinking, if we allow it, to keep reliving or fixating on what could happen, that it would protect us. But what it actually does is create more harm to us, because it forces us to live in that state of fight or flight, survival, fear. And we magnetize more of that to us. We magnetize more of what we don't want. What we focus on expands. What we believe will happen, happens. Do you want to continue to feel victimized, unsafe, inferior, unworthy, angry, hatred, disgust? Do you want that to be your baseline vibration? Do you want that to be your identity? What might have happened is that your logical brain said, no, of course not. But your unconscious mind might have made you feel something different. It might have made you feel resistant to letting go. You might have felt, I have to hold on to this, otherwise I'm unsafe. I have to feel this way or else it will happen again. Or I have to feel this way, otherwise it makes what happened to me okay. It makes whatever these people think or say or do okay. If I am not constantly putting myself into a stressed, traumatic state, it makes it okay. And those are lies that your unconscious mind is telling you. Because we're hardwired as people to protect ourselves from past experiences and beliefs and fears, however improbable or illogical. Even if they are likely, it is super unhealthy to carry around that fear in your body 24/7, to see an enemy at every corner where there is none. The part of you that wants to feel light, free, to have energy and attention for what fills your heart with life, wonder, adventure, childhood-like feelings of excitement and curiosity. Childlike curiosity, the part that makes you feel joyful, abundant, and helps you better able to actualize what you want in your life. That part of you wants to let this go. The part of you that knows who you truly are on a soul level wants you to be free of this, to let go of these stones that are not yours. It wants to move on. But this other part, the part that is still hurting, wounded, and scared, may not. So let's talk to that part right now. Taking nice deep breaths. In through the nose. Hold. Out through the mouth. Hold. And keep repeating that process and being in your body, feeling your hands, your feet, your legs, your stomach, your chest, your throat, your face, your arms. Trust that you are safe to just be with yourself in this moment, to be fully present, fully conscious, activating your unconscious mind, being with all of the sensations, trusting that you are safe to be you. You are safe to feel. You are safe to fully embody who you are. You are safe to feel whatever comes up for you, because they're just sensations or images or memories. But you, your physical body is safe. Your spiritual body is safe. You are okay. Nice deep breaths. What is letting go of this feeling, whether it's outrage, anger, disgust, hate, fear, whatever that emotion is, what does letting that go mean to you? Nice deep breaths. And just allow without judgment. Just allow without logic. Just allow whatever it is to come up for you and just be with it. And know that you are safe. You are safe to just be with whatever this is. Nice deep breaths. What does letting go of this mean to you? What does letting go of this mean about you? What does letting go of it mean about other people? Maybe what came up for you is that you feel like it's not fair, or what might happen won't be fair. If you let your guard down, something bad will happen. You won't be safe. You haven't had justice for this hurt. You haven't made someone pay for how you feel. That by letting go, it makes it okay whatever happened, and that leaves you open for attack. But that's a trick that our mind plays on us, because when it went into fight or flight, it imprinted into the nervous system to be on the lookout for this type of danger in the future. And so that's what we fixate on. We look for the bad guy, the threat, the danger. And for some people, that becomes a way of life, that becomes an identity, that becomes a go-to, a coping mechanism, an automatic behavior, totally out of consciousness. But the truth is that your nervous system can be free of this, that your mind can be free of this, your energy can be a lot lighter, and you feel happier and still be protected. And by letting these stones drop, by releasing this weight, releasing these old fears and beliefs and emotions, it won't suddenly make everything okay that happened. But when we live in a constant state of trauma and fight or flight, we're letting that person hijack our nervous system. We're letting whoever that person is or those people win on some level. It's like that old saying, drinking poison and hoping it kills the other person. You're letting them have power over you when you hold on to this. They live rent-free in your head. And it might feel juicy on some level to keep returning to this pain and suffering. It might feel like a resource of some sort, especially if you're a creative person. But you can't create from that place consistently. Take the lesson from that pain, move on from the pain, and use that lesson to paint your picture, to write your story. You don't need to hold on to it to be a good storyteller. You don't need to hold on to it to have meaning or depth. You don't need to hold on to it to have that experience matter. What happens energetically when we let go of that old power they were holding over us, that situation was holding over us, when we dissolve those fears and those emotional frequencies that kept us hooked into our pain, we begin to heal, and we begin to attract more of what we want and repel the things we don't. This is how quantum physics works. What we focus on expands. What we focus on, we get more of. If you are in a constant state of anger, you will attract more things to make yourself angry. If you are in a constant state of fear, you will attract more things to be fearful of. You will see more things to be fearful of that aren't even worth a second glance. Now allow yourself to imagine that worst case scenario. The one that you feel in your body whenever you see or encounter a certain group, a perspective, an ideology, a person, whatever that is. Take a nice deep breath. Keep breathing. And if your eyes aren't already closed, make sure they're closed. Now I want you to sit with and allow yourself to experience this worst case scenario, trusting that you are completely safe right now. You are safe to allow whatever emotions come up Maybe you even want to say something out loud. Maybe you want to punch your pillow. And the scenario may play like a movie or like a symbol, an image from a photo album, or it might just be feelings, sensations, thoughts. You might hear something. Nice deep breaths. You are safe to fully be in this state. Nice deep breaths. And the reason that we're facing this fear, this worst case scenario, and the reason you want to feel the scenario is to experience it and see that you're still okay. You are safe to be fully in this state now. And with each image or thought or phrase or feeling, take deep breaths. And just allowing whatever it is to flow through you, whatever emotions, thoughts, feelings, sensations, to just flow through you without any kind of resistance, without any kind of reaction, just flow. And take nice cleansing breaths, allowing yourself presence in this space that you fear. And each deep belly breath fills you with trust in yourself and safety. And each breath out cleanses you, it purges you, it exalts you. You are breaking the cycle of hatred right here and now. And imagine this scenario playing out and how you are still here. You are strong. You are powerful. You don't even need to do anything. You just know it. It's okay. You're okay. Nice deep breaths. And you begin to see these old images, feel these old feelings, sensations and fears as a symbol, an image, one that doesn't belong inside of you. The scene that just played out, that doesn't belong with you. That's not yours. It was never yours. It came from someone else. Someone else's behaviors or beliefs, their fears, their shame. They felt inferior or angry or hateful. They weren't conscious. They were acting out of autopilot. And that's what you've been doing too when you're holding on to this. And you don't want to be like that. Why would you want to be like that when you can feel joy and abundance and possibilities for what you do want? This old state, this old scenario, this fear that you've been gripping onto, allow yourself to feel how unappealing it is now. That's someone else's gross jam, not yours. You're all about fucking loving yourself and being in your power and being joyful. You aren't like that person or those people. You don't engage in division and hatred and low vibrational games. In fact, that's not even interesting to you. That's not a game you want to play. That's not a feeling you want to feel. Ugh. That person, that group, whoever it is, it's just uninteresting to you. It's just boring. Whatever those situations were, that scenario, those arguments, those clashes. Why even? They're so uninteresting. They're so boring. You're just over it. Those are somebody else's beefs, not yours. That's somebody else's pain, not yours. Yawn. Yawn, literally. It's not your battle anymore, and it never was. You get to write another story for yourself right now. In this moment, what do you want it to be? What did you come here for? Maybe you came here to have a big fucking adventure, to find meaning, to feel peace and joy and delight in the wonders of the heart and soul, to have deep and exciting relationships and experiences that transcend ideology and clashing beliefs and low vibrational this and argument that. You came here for the smorgasbord of joy. Why would you choose anything less than that? Why would you want your life story to be anything less than exactly what you want? Why would you want it to be less than your dream? So now with me, do a nice big yawn. And really feel that sensation of just over it. Why hold on to someone else's beef, someone else's insecurity, fear, shame, anger? Hot potato. Those projections, attachments, grime, it just melts away. It's suddenly no longer interesting to you. Take a nice deep breath again. And if you want, you can open your eyes. And I want you to look up for a few seconds. You don't have to move your head, you can just move your eyes, just look up and look down. Okay, nice deep breaths. Maybe even yawn again. Look right. Look left. Look down to the bottom right. Nice deep breaths. Look up to the top left. Look down to the bottom left. And up to the top right. Nice deep breaths. Why would you choose anything less than everything you want? Why would you choose to feel anything less than everything that makes you happy? Nice deep breaths, and if you want, you can keep looking around, up and down, taking nice deep breaths. Your emotions are sacred. They're yours. Your experiences in this lifetime are for you and whoever you choose to share them with. And you get to curate what you hold on to and what you let go. So hold your energy and emotions and beliefs as sacred because they are. They are divine and powerful, and they shape your reality. No one else. No one from the past, present, or future dictates how you feel or what your story is. You get to choose to let that all fade away. Because now you know you are the writer of your story. You dictate how you feel. You get to choose. Nice deep breaths. And if you want, you can close your eyes again. Fear, hate, anger, disempowerment, shame, those are all choices you're making moment to moment. And you are so fucking powerful that you get to choose to feel optimistic, abundant, beautiful, worthy, full of hope, full of love, delight, joy. And you get to spread those emotions and energies to others around you, to uplift yourself and others with your magic and gifts. When you're choosing to be in hate, fear, outrage, you're saying no to feeling wonderful. You're saying no to spreading that wonderment to others. You're saying yes to the low vibes of someone who hurt you in the past, in the present, or possibly they might, some unseen person in the future, a boogeyman. That may never even transpire, and you're giving all of your power away to a phantom. You're holding on to bullshit for nothing and giving it power and strength when you could feel amazing. So just let it fall away now and fill your lungs and belly with oxygen, with breath, a deep cleansing breath. And imagine yourself breathing out any remaining residue from these old emotions. And with each breath out, you're filling a balloon. whatever color you want that represents this old feeling that you are ready to release. Breathing in, cleansing breaths, and breathing out into the balloon, think release. Cleansing breath in, then breathing out through the mouth and release into this balloon. And with each breath in, you feel light, free, clear. And with each breath out, you think release. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This old fear, this old hate was unuseful, slowing you down, preventing you from enjoying the moment, from being present, from just being your true, beautiful self in your true, abundant heart. And it's time to let go of all of that. Release. And when you feel ready, pinch the balloon with your fingers to close it. Hold it away from your face and pop it with a pin. And watch that old sediment and residue blow away in the wind. It's not yours. It was never yours. It will never be yours again. What's meant for you is peace and joy and love and fulfillment. And you see in the hand where the balloon once was, that you now instead have a tiny crystal. And that crystal is the silver lining. It is the lesson that you learned that is positive and supportive and helpful from whatever that experience was that you were holding on to, from whatever that belief, that hate. This little gem, this little crystal is all you need to keep from it. And it's just, can be a sentence, can be a concept. So take some nice deep breaths and look at that crystal, look at that gem, and just take what you need from that. What is it telling you? What helpful, supportive message does it have for you? You have so many great things, opportunities, connections, creations to focus on. Now think, what would you rather put your attention on? The positive, beautiful, creative, meaningful, deep, exciting experiences, people, interests, whatever it is for you that connects you to your authentic spirit. Feel what is in your truest heart, the one that you feel, the one that you deeply love from, the heart that you desire to be loved from. Allow that powerful, beautiful sensation to fill you. Expand outwards like a glorious light, warm and enveloping, the trust that you are perfect as you are, that you are a being of love and infinite self-worth, and abundance, and creativity, and play. Being funny and finding life funny, seeing life as an adventure instead of everything being so serious and feeling like an attack, like a personal slight. Feeling trust in yourself and trust that things can work out for you and they can be easy. And whatever powerful, high vibrational word resonates, that is really who you are. What word resonates with you? What feels powerful and exciting? And breathe into that. And see how much better that feels. Breathe that in through every pore, muscle, bone, hair, through your aura, your energy field, your organs, your mind, your heart, your belly. Just fill it all up with joy and your true power, which is love, and the trust that you are enough, you always have been enough, and you will always be enough, no matter what. And all of the old messaging, fears, other people's behaviors or beliefs just fade to dust, to ash. Those heavy rocks that were once pressing against you can't exist in your new, more aligned and authentic vibration. So they shatter, dissolve, turn to dust and ash around your feet, returning to the earth to be transmuted and healed, no longer yours to carry. You are lighter, freer, clearer. Those old fears and beliefs just feel, boring now. They're not interesting. They're not worthy of your attention or time. You're over it. It's time to move on. Hit it and quit it. Dunzo, baby. So long and thanks for the nightmares, but I don't need a fucking t-shirt. Bye! What new symbol or image do you want to associate with this freer state of being? What was that word? What was that beautiful message? Breathe into that. What is your power symbol? What is your free symbol? Maybe it's an animal or a creature, like a wild bird or a unicorn, or it could be a color that fills you with power and trust. Maybe it's even a smell that you love, and every time you smell it, you feel good. Maybe it's your word. Breathe into that symbol, that image, that word. Give it life. And just like you breathed out toxicity into that balloon, you are breathing life and joy into the symbol. And it's not just like a regular balloon, it's like a cool shape. It's a cool image. It's three-dimensional, it's vibrant, it moves. This is your new symbol. And if you want to, you can imagine that old symbol trying to come back into the picture, and it just can't exist in the magnificence of this new symbol. It is simply thwarted. It dims, it shatters, it crumples, it turns to dust and falls into the earth where it belongs. It crumples under the sheer truth of this new symbol. It is dwarfed. And let this new, powerful, aligned symbol fill the screen. Fill your mind's eye, fill your body, your heart, your being. Take some nice deep breaths in and out. Free, clear, release. You are everything. You trust yourself. You trust that you have the power in every situation. You trust that you're safe. And when you're fully conscious, awake, clear, aware, you are protected. You are safe. When you are in your heart, you are exactly who you are meant to be. Your joy is your power. Your peace is your power. Your beautiful heart is your power. Your compassion is your power. Your presence is your power. Others' perceptions don't affect you unless they're positive and wanted, because you know other people's perceptions are about them, has nothing to do with you. And they fall off you like water now. They fall off you like ash. They shatter. Anything that is unwanted falls away. Nice deep breaths. And the need to have this stressful, hateful, tight, icky, sticky sensation has completely dissipated. As you see that you would rather feel love for yourself, you would rather feel good, feel abundant and joyful. And now if you want, nice deep breaths, open your eyes. If you're lying down or you're sitting, you can just take a nice big stretch. Your arms, your legs, your neck, your back. Nice deep breaths. And if you want, you can find a mirror now and do something kind of fun, kind of a little corny, a little cheeky. You can find a reflective surface and go to that now. And I want you to see yourself, really see yourself. Look in the mirror, look in the surface. See who you are. Smiling maybe, give yourself a little wink. Free of this old pattern, belief, that just kept you stuck in not being your glorious, divine, hilarious, loving, empowered, fabulous self. Maybe you see yourself as a beautiful mermaid or a merman or mer creature. Once you were trapped in someone else's seaweed, but you broke free. You're over it. You're moving on because you value yourself. You love yourself. You adore yourself. You love being you and taking up space without having to fight or scream for it. You just are. You simply embody your power and truth, and your love and your abundance and your security and safety without having to lift a finger or screech a word. You just are. Give yourself a little kiss if you want to. You can strike a power pose, hand behind head, or blow yourself a kiss, maybe over your shoulder. You can see yourself as a beautiful phoenix rising from the ashes, or the mermaid that has broken free of the seaweed, or whatever image feels powerful and exciting to you. Nice deep breaths, because this is who you really are. And maybe you can already feel your energy, or even see how much lighter and sparklier and cute you are when you're just you, free of these stones that people were laying on you, these hot potatoes people were trying to pass you. It's just not even a thing anymore. It doesn't affect you. You get to choose where you put your attention, direct your emotions, what you allow to rally you up and take up space in your energy body, your physical body, your mind, your heart. You get to choose what you focus on and what fills you with joy, excitement, meaning, power. And now when you show yourself love, there isn't any space for hatred, disgust, outrage, anger, because that's for the sleepers, the people who are acting on autopilot, who are giving their power away, that are projecting their hurt everywhere, probably hurt that other people gave to them and now they're spraying it everywhere. It's like the least fun game of banana phone, or whatever that game is. But you've severed the cord. You've thrown the banana phone away. No thank you. You get to choose, consciously and magnificently, because you're safe to exist. You're safe to be you. You're safe to just breathe. You're safe to give love, and you're safe to receive love. And when you embody this energy, you give permission to other people to move out of these sticky states too. When they see how much more of a glimmering light you are, they're gonna wanna be in that light. They're gonna wanna have that for themselves instead of being caught up in all of this nonsense. So be an inspiration to yourself and to others.